Oh! And she goes for the high note at the end. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're once again returning to the Beste Zangers television show. This time, it's going to be Floor Jansen, who we absolutely love, with a new singer to this channel, Maria Fuselier. Because We Believe is what they're going to be performing. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but you can correct me as you always do. Thank you for your corrections in the comments section below. Don't know what to expect. I don't know this song. I really only know Floor, so this is really a blind reaction, and I'm super, super excited. This reaction suggestion comes from Buy Me a Coffee. It comes from Yvonne, who bought me 3 teas on Buy Me a Coffee, but I only drink tea. I don't drink coffee. So if you want your recommendations, just like Yvonne, to get bumped up to the top of the list, that is the place to go. Also, if you want bonus footage, behind the scenes content, all that good stuff, and to have a say in the content that I make, check out Patreon, also linked in the video description. Let's go. Nice. Good start. Getting opera vibes from this lady. Nice.
Once in every life there comes a time. Walk out all alone and into the light.
Nice.
The moment won't last, but then we remember it again when we close our eyes. Like stars across the sky, e per vincere, tu dovrai vincere. To shine all of us here because we believe.
Okay, this is a good place to stop. So I did one quick Google search just in this paused moment, and Maria is an opera singer, it says. She's a Dutch opera singer, and this is kind of funny. It seems like she's got a French name. This could be a Dutch name, Fuselier, I don't know. If most names like that in Canada are French. So it'd be interesting if it was a French last name, because Dutch opera singer with a French last name singing in Italian and English. So that's kind of fun. But from right from the get-go, I could tell she was an opera singer. A lot of my training is in opera, so I can pick up when there's an opera singer present. There's a darkness to the sound, but also a balance of the light as well. The opera singers have more of a robust sound, and they have that ability to really project over top of an orchestra. So it's just a kind of a different technique. If you're a singer that's always used to singing with a microphone, it's not really that important for you to be able to sing over top of an orchestra and project like an opera singer would. But it's very interesting to hear these two wonderful voices back to back, because you can hear, some similar qualities in the two. You can hear the differences. And whereas if they had sung on their own, you wouldn't be able to hear the difference quite as obviously. I'm not familiar with this song whatsoever. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's nice that they're singing in harmony too. It's kind of got this ra-di-ba-bi-dum. It's kind of like a swaying back and forth, and they've got a very easygoing approach to this song too, which is really nice. Apparently this is an Andrea Bocelli piece, so it makes sense that it's Italian flipping into English, because a lot of his music does that. I love Andrea Bocelli. I think everything that he does is just amazing. So that's probably why I'm enjoying this so much too. and why they chose to sing this on such an important television show. And I think this is a fundraiser perhaps too. Let's keep going and listen to more of these beautiful sounds. One thing with Italian, all of the consonants are, well, not all of them, but the T's, for example, are dental consonants. So instead of t, you'd have it's like we don't have aspirate T's in Italian. So it's very, very dental. And both of them are doing a really great job of just singing in that Italian spirit.
Guardi avanti, non voltarti mai.
And rolled R's. That's very important.
Accarezza cuori soli tu, le tue speranze poi, verso il giorno che verrà, centro d'orno, like stars across the sky. E per vincere, tu dovrai vincere.
Wow.
All of us because we believe.
Nice little deceptive cadence there. I want to stop just before they go into the next section. So Flor just did something that I've hinted at before, I've talked about before on this channel, but I've never actually heard her do it so blatantly, back to back. So I've always talked about how Flor has this ability to flip into, this kind of operatic sound. And I think without explaining it, I think you probably know what I'm getting at when I say that. So if we look back to her performances of Phantom of the Opera, for example, she gave a very operatic sound, even though Phantom of the Opera is not opera, it's musical theater, but she still taps into that operatic sound. And she's doing that in this duet to match Maria's kind of tone. But then she flips into more of her pop sound / kind of a rock sound, metal sound. But then she kind of flips into more of her metal sound, which is chest voice dominant. And that's one big weakness in opera singers, actually, is that a lot of them, they have difficulty transitioning between their chest voice and their head voices. And you can really hear a big difference. Flor Jansen is really good at doing both, and she's good at mixing and matching in between. I want to listen to that again, just so you can hear that she comes into this verse after Maria sings, and it's very like chesty and a belt kind of sound. Listen to this.
Like stars across the sky.
So we've taken out the darkness and more It's more outward like this, whereas the darkness, that operatic sound, is a bit more dark in this case. And now she's in her more robust operatic sound because now they're singing together. So if Maria, who's an opera singer, that's going to be her voice, that kind of robust sound. She's gonna stay in that zone. If Flor sings with her in a duet in harmony, when Flor's doing that beltier sound, it's gonna clash. It's gonna be kind of gross, and she's not gonna do that, right? And sometimes that clash can be kind of endearing or kind of charming, but I don't think in this case where there's two higher female vocalists singing, I think that would clash and it wouldn't sound good. So I'm glad they're not doing that. Deceptive cadence. Wow. Yes. Oh! And she goes for the high note at the end. Ah! I love that. I love that they're just taking chances in this performance. They're making it epic. You can see from the reactions of the people on the couches that epic performance. It's really great to see. So I just want to draw your attention to this. Just look at their posture right now. Look at this stance. So throughout this duet, they were turned into each other. There were some moments where if they had a solo moment, they'd bring it out forward. But most of the time, they were kind of angled in towards each other. And that's such an important part of singing a duet with someone. It's the same thing with trios or larger ensembles, is you want to communicate with who you're singing with. And it's just like a conversation, but a musical one. So there's just more elements to it because there's pitch and rhythm and vowel shape and how long you're going to be holding notes, or even dynamic levels, like how loud or how soft you're going to be. And simply by having that slight turn in towards each other, they're able to communicate and they can predict what the other's going to do. Because my guess is that for this show, everything sounds really polished and well rehearsed, but no matter how much you rehearse something, there's always that element of surprise. Once you actually do the thing, you're a little bit nervous. So that plays a factor in it. And the more communication you can have with your duet partner, the better. So I love the fact that they seem really comfortable performing with one another. They're having a lot of fun and they're communicating, which is so, so important. So we all hear that big, big high note at the very end, which is the most impressive thing on the surface. Flora absolutely killed that. But what's actually a little bit more impressive than that is how Flora is able to sing these really, really long phrases with no breath. I almost yelled, okay, breath control, as she was doing it, because it's very, very impressive. I'll see if I can find it. Okay, so they're finishing up. I've found it. They've just finished off kind of a really intense section of a lot of harmony and a lot of things going on. And Maria's going to stop. Flora's going to hold the note, and then they're going to keep going. It's quite amazing. Here it is. Wow. So that's doubly impressive, I think, because the high note itself is hard. She's really, really high in her range. It's the end of a piece that's 4 minutes and 47 seconds. That's not a short amount of time. And she holds the note forever and then just is able to get a quick catch breath. And then she goes into that big high note. And we can see even from the look at her face, look at her mouth. So that's a hinge and open the mouth, and her abs are just working like crazy to allow that airflow. It has to be really, really fast to allow the voice to make that high pitched sound. It's so, so difficult to do. A lot of people can do it, but here's the difference. Not a lot of people can do it and make it sound good and be in tune and have an even vibrato. That's kind of the message I send out, is that there's a lot of people out there, a lot of singers that can do a lot of different things, but the game changer, the difference is it doesn't sound good. And someone like Floor can do all these things, yes, but it sounds good too. And that is absolutely crucial. Love that. I love this duet. I think it's really great. I just love the energy that they were bouncing off of each other, the sort of uplifting spirit of this song. There's a key change that goes up. Anytime there's a key change up, I don't know if there's ever a key change that goes down, but if there's a key change, it's most likely in a kind of popera setting that this is, it's going to be kind of inspiring, motivational, pretty hyped. And when you end on a really, really towering high note like Floor did, it's going to be good. That's awesome. An amazing performance, a really great duet. And I'm going to check out more of Maria's music too, because she's a really great singer. Thank you so much to Yvonne from Buy Me a Coffee for sponsoring this video and getting their recommendation bumped up to the top of the list. That's how you do it. If you're interested in that, check it out. It's in the video description, as is Patreon, where you can get behind the scenes footage, hang out with me as a creator, get to know me more. A lot of fun stuff going on over there on Patreon. If you enjoy this video, hopefully you'll enjoy some of the videos that are about to pop up on your screen in just a moment. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.